Today on Let's Fish TV, we're here at Lake Konawa in central Oklahoma. It's hot, it's sunny, it's somewhat calm. We've all three phases of the spawn going on right now. Pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. Got a little bit of a shad spawn going on right now, so we're gonna see what we can't figure out with that. But Let's Fish TV is on the air right now. Got him!
Look at that big fella right there.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Look at that slab of rooski.
There we go. First one. Oh, that's a good one there. Welcome to Let's Fish TV. I'm your guest host, Austin Cranford. Today we're on Lake Konawa. We've got the shad spawn going on, the bass are spawning, pre-spawn, spawn, post-spawn. We've got a lot of things going on right now. A lot of different ways to catch them. We're gonna be targeting cattails, pencil reeds, fish that are 3 foot or less. We'll also have your fishing report from your local region. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get the boat ready to roll, and the next time we'll see you will be on Lake Konawa. Today's deep dive look on Lake Konawa. The weather's really nice. We couldn't ask for a better day. It's a little bit windier than I wanted it to be, but we're in Oklahoma, so I can't complain. We're gonna be targeting cattails, reeds, shallow water for largemouth bass. So let's get out there and see what we can do. See, right here, we've got the vast majority of it is cattails. Right here, there's a stretch of pencil reeds, which is hard bottom, and fish like to spawn on pencil reeds because it has that hard bottom. On this lake, this is one of the very few stretches that actually have pencil reeds, and it's been like this for years. You can see kind of these ones sticking out here that make this little point. Those are cattails, and then those ones that big clump up there, those are a skinnier, they're harder. If you get your bait in there and get hung up, it is almost impossible to get it out. They're so strong. They both grow in hard bottom, but the pencil reeds need like sand, like it's very, very hard. Like right now I can feel my bait hitting the bottom and it just feels like rock. And so a lot of times in Florida, you're looking for that hard bottom, and the pencil reeds is a good place to start. This lake kind of sets up a lot like Florida. It's got grass in the summer, it'll have hydrilla, it's got cattails, pondweed, pencil reeds, it's got some really good shell beds, some hard spots, and this place is, when they get done spawning, this place they get in brush piles really good. Golly. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, get in here. That's a good, oh my gosh. That right there is a freaking big one. For this lake, I mean, it doesn't grow, you know, 8, 9 pounders. That is a big one on a swim jig. That fish blew up right there. So we're here in central Oklahoma at Lake Konawa. This lake has been low for 3 or 4 years, and then, you know, for decades, this place has just been known for the cattails. We finally got water in the cattails. One just blew up in there. I flipped my swim jig in there, and he swam over there and sucked it and ate it. It's my favorite way to catch them here in central Oklahoma. Swim jig, pencil reeds, frogging, flipping. That's a 5 pounder.
All right, folks, it's time for your Carolinas Report. I'm Captain E, and here we are in Tennessee. But I'm bringing you your report, and it is my pleasure to bring it to you on behalf of Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo. You want to find more information out about the rodeo, how you can get involved, how you can start fishing and start winning today. If you'll go to TrilogyOutdoorsMedia.com or download Fishing Chaos, the app, but make sure you get signed up and start winning. I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about fresh water, and you know, we've had no shortage of the biggest names in bass fishing here in the Carolinas. from Kyle Welchel, putting on an incredible show down there at the Pasquatonk and the Albemarle Sound. And now up in here at Hartwell, we're gonna have some great fish weighed in up there. And it's just that time of the year. You know, we had that full moon that just rolled through, and those fish that did not spawn prior are now spawning, and you can find some great fish right now. Get outside of those flats, those spawning flats. Get out there, target anything with structure, look for the schools of bait. If you've got that forward facing sonar working, you're gonna find those fish right now. And our good friends down in Remini, the Packs at Packs Landing, telling me that right now the shell cracker have really started to get right tight to those trees, and they're having a lot of success with that, as well as those stripers that are moving up the watery and the congaree to spawn out right now. You get down there, make sure you get some live blueback herring from them, and get up and set up on those bends and those corners in the river, set up and go out and catch some really good stripers this time of the year. This has been your Carolinas Report, brought to you by the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo, the biggest tournament of the year. And remember, fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
I'm just going down the bank here, and we've got carp spawning in the back. And I've been seeing some fish blow up in the reeds on the first layer of the reeds. And so that fish was probably 3 foot in there. I flipped in there, and as soon as I picked up, she had it. Ooh, I thought I had another one. They like to get underneath those ones that are laid down right there. Just like that. As I say that, oh, that's another good one. Oh, golly. I think that one's even bigger. What is going on? These fish are up here. I don't know if the wind is blowing all this bait up here, but I flipped in there. I just said that they like to get underneath the reeds that are laid down. It's just something different because you have everything's the same, and then those are laid down. I flipped in there, he exploded on the shad over there, and then swam over there and ate my bait. That thing is gone. That's another at least 5-pounder right there, Lake Konawa. It's back. It is back. We got high water. It's gonna be a fun day. And this one's bigger. 5.5. Golly, when you set the hook and they get halfway back to the boat, you're like, oh my God. The wildlife department, you know, did their shocking program, and Okemah was 115 fish an hour, and this place was 112. Grand is like 40. This is the closest thing we got to a Texas lake. Oh, got us one. Whoop, sorry, buddy. That one was just on a grassy point right there. Sorry, dude. Come here. That one was just on a grassy point. So basically what's going on here is we've got a little bit of a shad spawn going on. It's the very start of the shad spawn. It's a little early for it, but this water is a little bit warmer than everywhere else in the state. So we have a little bit of a shad spawn going on. This wind is just lightly blowing all the shad on the edge of these reeds. That's why these fish are set up. They look like they're in all three phases. That last 5-pounder I caught was a post-spawn fish. First one was a pre-spawn. This one kind of looks like he's right in the middle. So it's a nice solid keeper.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pole, total boat control. Balls Out, made in the USA, heavy-duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely On, What powers you?
Golly, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Golly. That's another good one. Golly. Right where he was supposed to be. So guys, what we're doing, I mean, we're swimming a jig in places that you would traditionally flip. I mean, this is a lot of cover. A lot of guys would pick this apart and flip it. We've got a shad spawn going on. So what I like to do is I like to, just like I'm flipping a Texas rig, I like to flip a swim jig because they're so keyed in on shad. And that one right there come the same thing as the rest of them. Anywhere where these cattails are laid over, traditionally you'd want to punch them. I'm just landing it right in front of them and I'm calling them out. It makes it a lot easier to get them out too because they come to you. So this is, I mean, pretty much you got about a 3-week to a month window of flipping this swim jig with the shad spawn. It's a really effective way to catch them. Ooh, 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 I just seen a 5-pounder. Oh my gosh, I saw that fish. This is not a 5-pounder, but it's another good one. I seen this fish cruising right here. My power poles didn't go down. I thought it was a 5. I seen this fish cruising, just going down the bank right here. I mean, these fish are, I mean, this one is looks kind of fresh. That's a pre-spawner. It's the end of April. We kind of had a weird spawn this year. So these fish are kind of spawning, shad spawn, everything is kind of in between right now. We've got pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. I'm pretty sure that's a pre-spawner, but I just seen it cruising down the bank. I seen its tail, and I flipped that swim jig over there, picked up, she had it, another 3-pounder.
Casey O'Donnell coming to you from Lake Guntersville for your Southeast Fishing Report. As the bass spawn begins to end, the shad spawn should still go on for at least a couple more weeks, and we're going to be looking at a really strong post-spawn swim bait bite. So what I like to do this time of year is get on those secondary points adjacent to spawning flats. You need a little bit of wind and clouds, but those big bass love a paddle tail swim bait. Does a really good job at imitating the big gizzard shad that Lake Guntersville is famous for. If you want to learn about my setup, rod, reel, line, and a couple ways to get more bites on a swim bait, go to Casey O'Donnell on YouTube. I just dropped a video giving away everything.
Golly, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Golly. That one was on a bed for sure. We are out of the wind right now. And that one, I kind of had to drag it back out. I was out quite a ways, about to reel it in, and she ate it. That one was on a bed for sure, just in a little pocket. We're out of the wind. I don't see any bait on this side. 100% this fish was on a bed. Shad spawn, bass spawn. See that bloody tail? Big old fat, she just got up there. She might weigh more than anything we got just because she's fat. That's a big one. This place is absolutely fun right now. You don't need electronics. You don't need anything. You can just put the trolling motor down and go fishing and get bit. You get up on the bank right now, the fish are up there, they're biting. It's a great time to fish right now. That was cool. That's another 5. Close to it.
Might be right at it.
4 3/4. 21.5 pounds. We're currently right now there's kind of like a mid-morning transition that you need to make. First thing in the morning, obviously, this time of year if the shad are spawning, you want to capitalize on that shad spawn. So caught them pretty good this morning on a shad spawn. Now we're kind of transitioning to what's left of the shad spawn, but I'm kind of trying to see, because right now we're in, all 3 stages, pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. And then once that post-spawn starts hitting, you get that shad spawn. So we capitalized on the shad spawn, and so right now we're currently in some slick water, targeting spawners. That one we just caught was definitely on a bed. Kind of had to work that one a little bit slower, and you're kind of fishing the holes. And we're just trying to kind of poke around here and catch some spawners. And once we once we get done doing this, we're going to transition and see if maybe we can get on an offshore place, a shallow offshore place that we can catch all 3. There's post spawners, spawners, and pre-spawners on shallow hard spots. They're basically transitioning from the ones that are coming off the bed, get out there and recover and eat. The ones that are coming to the bed will stop there as well. And it's shallow enough that there might potentially be some fish spawning on that spot. So we're gonna kind of hodgepodge around here, maybe catch a few more spawners, and then probably head out that way.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system. Alabama beaches. You'll get it when you get here. Fish tips. Connect with the experts to find fish fast.
That's a good one. Oh yeah. Big and they're on it. No, he's not a big one. That's our first bite. That's all we needed on this place. So guys, we slid out here to a place that I like to fish when fish are staging. They're pre-spawn, post-spawn. They come out here on this shell bed. It's shallow. It's in about 2 to 4 foot. And the spawning pocket is right back there. Just pulled up on this, that's the first fish we caught on it. Usually that's what it takes to fire up the school. See if we can catch some more. That's a good one. Oh yeah. Here we go. Got him fired up. There's a nice one. Yeah, look at that. See? Exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this fish. Looks completely different than any of the other fish we caught all day. See how skinny that thing? That's a post spawner. It was up there spawning. Now it's just out here feeding. After it got done spawning, golly, look how skinny he is. Old beat up male. Shell bed. Got him. Just had to get him to react. This one's mean. Golly, this thing is strong. I can't really tell how big it is. He just kind of hooked funny. Oh, it came off. Unbelievable. Got him. That's a good one. All right. Well, there's another post spawner out here on this this shell bed out here, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Andrew Upshaw for letting me co-host. Get out there and go fishing. I mean, it's a great time of year. You can catch them doing whatever you want to do. We caught them shallow for the most part today. Just stopped out here on this shell bed to see if we can catch some pre and post spawners. This one right here is obviously a post spawner. Yeah, real beat up fish. Just got done spawning right back there in that pocket. Had a lot of fun and appreciate it, guys.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose, Feel the Difference, Strike King, Taiwan On, Glacier Outdoor, Outdoors since 1982, Deep Dive, Decode Your Lake. Here's today's Right Stuff presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, so today the swim jig was the deal. This is a 3/8 ounce white swim jig. It's got a little bit of chartreuse in it with a crawl style bait in white. And the reason why I use 3/8 is that these reeds are in 4 foot of water. So I need that bait to fall a little bit faster than the quarter. The quarter, I feel like I wouldn't be able to be as fast and cover as much water and get that fish to really react to that bait. I've got it on 50-pound braid. So I can get them out of any thick stuff that I come across. And I use a little bit shorter rod when I'm doing this because I'm flipping it, I'm pitching it, and this is really just a utility rod. It is a 7-1 medium heavy. You can throw just about whatever on it, and it's perfect for close quarters with a swim jig. This is a 5-to-1 gear ratio reel. I like a little bit faster reel. I get that bait back. And you know, the faster the reel, the more pitches and casts I can make in a day. So I've had a blast, guys. Andrew Upshaw will be next week. Hope to see you guys again soon.